All right, well, we're going to go inside. We're going to take a look at this house. I want to tell you why this is a very lucrative deal. I'm going to go through the numbers. Of course, you're going to make your own judgment as an investor, but I'm going to tell you with my eyes, from my own experience, the things that I see, why I believe this is a good investment, and I'm going to go through all the numbers at the end. So we're going to do a full walkthrough. We're going to go through every room of the house. I'm gonna point out some of the highs. I'm gonna point out a lot of the lows, and then from that judgment, based on those numbers, you can make a decision whether this is the type of investment you're willing to get into. So, before we jump fully in, let's go ahead and close the door. Keep the heat in. This investment needs a lot of repairs, and I'm not sure where your eye is on the mobile home investment stratosphere, but this one needs a lot of repair. Now, compared to some of the homes that we've already done, like, I don't know if you can see them, like that one there was about 3 times as worse as this one, and that one there we just finished, and it's beautiful on the inside. So they have a scale of, based on your experience in the mobile home investment, rehab, all that good stuff, you kind of grow an understanding of what's your scale of A, B, C, and D. So we'll do a full walkthrough of every part of the house. We're not going to leave anything out, specifically on the inside. As you can see, it's getting dark outside, so we won't be able to do the outside on this video, but maybe on the next one we'll get to do the outside. But what I really want to just stress to you is why this is a good investment, and I'm saying that because I believe this is a good investment. Of course, you have to make your own judgment. You have to, use your own investment eyes, do your own due diligence, all that good stuff. But I'm gonna tell you why I believe this is a good investment. So, first of all, why this is a good investment is the numbers. So, the house that you're looking at right now, why it looks tough, right? Looks very tough on the eye. I'm gonna tell you why we are giving this house away for free. Now, only to investors. You can't live here for that, but you got to be willing to do something, in return, and that's make it livable, right? And I'm gonna show you some of the things that you can do. So this bathroom is, as you see, it went to black and white. There's no light. Actually, the light does work, but I took the light bulb out. But the bathroom is actually not that bad. It needs an entire new floor. And this bathroom could look a lot better than what it looks. There's no leaks on the ceiling, as you'll see as we go around in the house. There's no major leaks in the ceiling. And the plumbing does work. So I don't feel like walking in there, but the plumbing does work. So the toilets work, the tubs work. So that's one good reason, is that we're giving it away for free. Now, as you can see, the lights work and the plumbing work. So why are we willing to give away a house that someone could come off the street right now, right? If they're staying in a extended stay, could come off the street right now and they could move in and stay. Well, one, we're not going to sell them a house in this condition and allow them to fix it up, because there's a good chance they may not. They may live in it in its current condition, and that's not what we want. All right, we want a much better quality property, right? So we're gonna venture off in here to the living room, and of course, as we always look up first, right? One of the things we notice is that these ceilings they have been painted. So we're a little late on that. So on the video, so that part has already been done. But there's no leaks. And we've had some major rain the last 2 days. So there's no leaks here in the living room. Lights work as well, right? So now as we come down, we see there's something going on with the trim. It's a little funky on the trim, but it's there, right? It's missing a piece here. So that piece could be replaced, kind of walking your way around, missing trim here. There's a leak here. I remember that. And hence, that's why you have this massive hole right here. But trim, no trim, no trim, no, oh, a little trim. That is trim. I don't know if you can see it, but that is trim. So, okay. So the ceiling down to the trim, trim a little work. Now we're looking at the walls. Yeah, walls, the top half, it actually don't look too bad. These walls actually don't look too bad. No, they're not bad at all. Colors, horrendous. That's for sure. I don't know who decided on this Dookie Brown. This is not it. But walls are good. On the top, I noticed there's a partition, or what they call a butt rail, right here. So I like butt rails because it allows you to kind of separate the room, just in case half the ceiling, half the wall is messed up and the other half below is not. Kind of helps you, you can just replace the bottom half and not have to replace the entire top half. And sheets usually come in, not drywall, but panel usually comes in 5x8. So just to note that. So you see the bottom on this half is horrendous, right? You see how bad, like I wouldn't want to go through all this patchwork that's on here. And there's everything here from drywall to, there's all kinds of walls right here. So what I would do is just tear these walls out and put new wall in behind it. And I think this is all one wall behind it, but it has this wallpaper stuff on it. So that's kind of strange, right? But all in all, still not that big of a deal. I'm not sure how much you're calculating in your head as repairs. If you're running the numbers, especially if you've done single family, you may be running the numbers in your head like, ooh, that's going to cost this. A piece of sheetrock cost this. Piece of trim cost this. Paint cost this. Material. You may already know that, or you may have a close understanding, proximity of what that material kind of costs. Like, you're kind of running it through your head, right? So yes, the walls are kind of shot. So I would consider some walls. Now you got floors, right? Woo. So now this is not flooring. This is actually subfloor. This is for the floor that goes on top of the floor. Now remember, there's a big hole in the floor, so you're going to have to cut a section out and fix that. And I'm not. Behind there, these haven't been plucked up. So this is what was this is what's underneath this. Let me get a better picture. Excuse me. This is what's underneath this. So this is not flooring. As far as final flooring, is underlayment flooring, but this is the floor that was previously on there, which is all out back now. So let's venture in here and see again. Oh, and this wall. So this is an all wood wall. So what I would these are great. These are very easy to do. You don't have to worry about if all your seams and stuff perfectly. Everything is going to nail up, screw up just perfectly. So this wall seems like there's some stuff going on. I'd probably just replace it, right? Just because there's just too much going on. You can see it. Couple holes here. And that's because if I was already in the replacing drywall, I already got drywall I got to replace. So definitely that piece would have to go. So let's walk into the money maker. Right, this is what sells the house. This is what people love in their home, is the kitchen. So as you see me concentrating on this ugly, dirty, moldy insulation. Now that's actually not but that's just dirt from outside debris. But as you see, it needs to be replaced. So more than likely, I see that they tried to patch the wall up, and yeah, so what I would do is just put 2 sheets of sheetrock there, right, and just get rid of that problem. And I probably just go ahead and knock this one out, and knock this wall out, and not this wall, but take this sheet of sheetrock off and this sheet. Just because I wouldn't want to deal with all of the issues if I'm already taking off wall and I'm already taking off sheetrock. That's what I would do. Now, again, let's start in the ceiling. Again, ceiling's good, no leaks. All right, we have a light missing here. Oh, yeah, we have a light missing here, and we did have a light missing here as well. Trim, no trim. No trim, no ceiling trim. Okay, walls. Okay, so again, we got all wood walls on this side, so that's good. We'll probably put up some decorative panel board along this wall here, probably a decorative piece there as an accent wall. Now, there's a dilemma with this kitchen. I don't know if you see it or not, but there's a really interesting dilemma. I'm kind of pointing it out, but there's a very interesting dilemma with this kitchen. And to leave you, to not leave you in suspense, let me tell you exactly what the problem is. So what used to happen, or what it used to be, is there used to be an island with the stove right here, right? But over the years, this is a 1980s model, so over the years things have changed. So they cut that off, and they moved the stove over there. So now I don't know if you can really see what that looks like. So the stove kind of sits there, and it's almost like right in the entrance way of going in there. So it's one of those. That's a problem, and it's actually kind of a big problem depending on how and what you're going to do with the property, right? So and how you plan on renovating. So who you plan on selling it to. Now it looks like there's countertop on here. It fooled me good too, but there's 2 countertops on here. Cabinets are wood cabinets, so these are generally solid cabinets on the bottom. But again, depending on how much demo you're doing, it just may make more sense just to take this stuff all the way out. But again, so the walls are all wood. Got some patchwork going on all over the place. So I would definitely go with some panel walls or some drywall. I like panel walls personally. They're some people say they're harder to work with, but I think they're more forgiving just because I've done so many of them. So the walls are kind of shot. You got the floor. Now the flooring seems pretty evenly wobbly. So there's like no big humps or gaps or holes in the floor in the kitchen. Now they were putting some flooring down over here, but this ain't gonna work. This is some peel and stick tile. Eddie did a very, very horrible job at putting it down, as you can see. I mean, nothing about it is in a straight line. None of the lines are straight, not a one. So we'd have to do something with the flooring in here as well, but we don't have to replace the subfloor, even though you do got a nice little wobble right there where the oven used to be. But depending on what floor you go with, and I would probably go with a rollout vinyl, just because that's very cost effective. That's what I like to use. The door is shut on both front and back. I'm not sure if you noticed that, but both doors do shut and lock. Doesn't seem like that big of a deal, but in these mobile homes, it's a massive deal. So the furnace used to be here. I did kind of skip over that. The furnace used to be here. This probably just needs to turn into a pantry, because or they're going to replace the furnace unit. But more than likely, depending on how you're going to renovate, I would probably do a propane unit or some type of more like a propane unit. So this is the master bedroom. Again, no ceiling leaks. Got new lights in the ceiling, right? So it's good. Trim, 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 trim. Trim, 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 trim. Everywhere you look, you need trim. All right, walls, walls. Walls are, I don't know. See, there's something, I don't know if you can see that, but there's something going on there. I don't know what's going on there. But they're not, What's that? Okay, so that's the access for the tub. I don't know why they're so far out from the wall, but that's something that needs to be investigated. I'm not sure how recent or sturdy this is. This doesn't look all that. Oh, it's pretty sturdy though. Okay. Okay, so walls, walls, walls. Big walk-in, super walk-in. Super walk-in closet. All the way walk-in. So this is the master bedroom. So walls, floor is solid as far as underneath me. Of course, the carpet is hell on high water, right? Carpet's horrible. The closet, I would do something different. I would probably not use all of this closet. Matter of fact, there's enough closet there actually to turn this into a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, which is a huge difference. And that's just, you just need a couple, you just need to knock down one wall, add 2 walls. And it's the master bathroom. Again, ceilings are great in here. Hot water heaters in there, and it does work. Hot water does work here. You do hear the toilet running. So this bathroom does need a full overhaul. I would just do a complete gut and go. Just take everything out. Start all over. I normally range in material price besides the tub. I'm looking at about $800 of material to get a fully completed renovated bathroom for what's here. So that's not bad. You got 2 bathrooms that need that. It's about $1,600 for the bathrooms. You got a lot of walls. I don't know. Maybe you need, $300-400 in wall material, and like $500 in wall material, something like that. So I mean, the numbers aren't really that high. So let me tell you why this is a good deal. Now that we walk through the entire house, let me tell you why this is a really good deal. For one, like I said, the numbers are great. 2, affordable housing is in high demand. I'm not even like trying to be extra at all. There's a huge need for affordable housing. People want this house the way it is, but there's no way in the world you should sell people homes like this, and I'm not going to be the one that's doing it. So with a little fix up, that's why I say this is a great property. So see if you even put what? 10 grand. Now I'm talking about, I don't know what your labor cost is. I don't know who you get to do your labor, but maybe you do your labor yourself on your first deal. Maybe you say, hey, I'm going to come up here. I'm going to fix a room up. I'm going to stay in matter of fact, I'm going to fix this master bedroom up first. So I'm going to stay in a hotel for a week. I'm going to fix the master bedroom up first. Then we're going to stay in the master bedroom. And then we're going to fix the rest of the house up. I mean, you could do that by all means. Or, depending on if you got the means, the connections, you could, or if you're local enough, you can do it yourself. Or you got the means, the connections, you can hire somebody to do it. I didn't even point out this window though. This window's not, that's a big, big window. In the yard, this is the best lot. This is the best lot in the entire community. This is a mobile home community in Huntington, Tennessee. That the person's voice you are hearing is the proud owner of this community. And that's why I can give this home away with all authority to an investor who's looking to get their first investment. Now, again, I'm not sure what you see, but maybe you see an opportunity. I don't know. I seen them when I first started. Maybe you can see one too. I'm not trying to encourage you, or I'm not trying to persuade you, but I would like to encourage you to take that leap. You know, affordable. We're about to go into the cold season, and people need houses now. They call it a crisis for a reason. They call it affordable housing crisis for a big reason, because it is a huge crisis right now. You know, I mean, if you mess around and put one of them dummy ads, and I'm not suggesting you do this by all means. Please, matter of fact, please don't do this. But you can look on the internet and see that there's all these dummy ads, and there's people. If the price is right, people need somewhere to live, and lot rent out here is $405 a month. So you're looking at if you create a mortgage, you could sell this house for $25,000, $35,000. Right now, of course, they don't have $25,000, $35,000 to give you up front. But say, hey, you put $10,000 into this house, you take a $2,500 deposit, 10% down on $25,000. You know, maybe I don't know what your interest rate. Mine is usually a 12.75% interest rate. You know, how long does that take for you to get your money back? You know, are they paying $500 a month on top of the lot rent? And lot rent has nothing to do with you, right? You're an investor. Lot rent is on the owner. You just own the property, the mortgage to the home itself. So you're not looking to, come live here yourself. You're looking to, find someone who wants to call it home. So you're not looking to be a landlord. This is not a landlord situation. And if you are a good landlord, great. But we're not, in my part here, we're not looking for investors that are looking to be landlords. We're looking for investors that are looking for cash flow. They're looking to, do something a little more long term, and not just one property. This is just one community. This is just one house that I'm showing you. But this is a real deal. This is a real property. And I'm sure, I'm not sure how much in the future you'll be looking at this video, but I'm sure it's already being grabbed and snatched up if you're looking at it in the future. But that just goes to show you that there's probably still opportunity out there to jump into mobile home investing. And you don't have to come around my way to learn it. I mean, there is a plethora of information. I did say plethora of information on the internet that'll help you, get you everything you need to get started. I mean, because we didn't have any mentors, we didn't have any guidance. We just seen an opportunity that we were not prepared for, that we thought we were ready for, and we jumped on it. And thank God, by God's grace, He kept us sane, safe, and profitable. So I'm gonna end this because I've been rattling on for a minute, but I wanted to just not only show you this deal because everybody can't get this one, but I wanted to show you just how you can invest in mobile, like give you the real inside scoop, because all of them ain't like the ones you seeing coming off the showroom. Yeah, they $80,000, $140,000. Okay, so if I tear this home down, if I tear it down and put one back up, how much is that going to cost the person who needs to live here? The person that needs to live here, how much is that going to cost them? Versus if you go ahead and put 10, 5, 10, 15, whatever you put in here is more than likely going to be way less than what they can afford to get out of a, $80,000 house. While they would love to have one, I promise you, those are manufactured homes, meaning they are built in a factory. The things that you can do in these homes are amazing. Keep in mind, listen, look at this. This is a good example, right? This is a box. There's only 4 structural components in this entire box. So if you have a mind that can imagine things, and a budget that can fulfill them, hey, only thing you need a skilled hand that can perform them, and you have cash flow coming in anyway, right? And if you don't have all that, that's cool. I think that's all right. I think you build it slowly. You do one property at a time. You get an understanding. Even if you have the money, like if you have the means to buy 10, 15, 20 homes at, $1,000, $3,000 or $4,000 a piece. Hey, that's great. I still was, even if you plan on going to a different way of investing, I still suggest you take this route for your very first one. So it starts a headache. I don't want to deal with all that. I'm not gonna ever do that. But I promise you, the lessons that you can learn are priceless. They say a toe in the door. This is like getting your whole leg in. Right? The experience you're getting from this point of view is far different than you're gonna get from just being the paper pusher guy, the gal, just scouring and just doing that portion of it, trying to hook up this person, wholesale this deal. But maybe you could be something else, or you could do something else. Excuse me, not be. You could do something else, right? And that's, because if you're looking at this video, especially, we've been in this video a few minutes. Hopefully you're still like, hey, there's something intriguing here that's making me think about investing in mobile homes. And I hope it's because of the 2 reasons: that you really get to help someone and you really get to make a profit. Right? Where else you making 100% cash on cash returns and 50% cash on cash returns? If you're really skilled and you can do the labor yourself, you can make 150, 200% cash. I was making 300% cash on cash returns and often infinite because I could do the work myself. Right? Some things didn't, to some people's eye was a horrible mess and they were just cosmetic. So with no money for material and tools I already had, I could go in there and boom, boom, wow, with deposit, down payment, all of that, I didn't got my money back. But those come with the multitude of deals, going through multiple investments. I know I done walked through this house 100 times. You done got a good view of what this house looks like, right? I'm sure I don't think I left anything out. I didn't walk 3 or 4 times. I might not have pointed everything out as I said it, but as you look through the video, you should be able to see all the flaws, all the problems, add all the problems up, right? Count your costs, know what it's going to cost you, all that good stuff. And keep in mind, or not keep this in mind, but add this to your arsenal, that you do have help. That this isn't something that I'm saying, hey, you got to go out there and do it on your own, even though, hey, I encourage it. That don't sound like what most people say, but I encourage you to go out there and try it on your own. It worked for me. For some people, they need what I wish I would have had some help. Yeah, like 15 minutes after I started trying it on my own. But I understand everybody's not like that, which my wife kindly points out to me, is that we're not all created equal. We don't all think alike. Therefore, we don't all act alike. So we react different. So I'm gonna let y'all go. Hey, listen, God bless y'all. I hope y'all have a marvelous. This is fourth quarter, 2021. Y'all about to hit that 2022 mark. Ooh, look at that. I'm talking about pitch black. Nothing. You don't see nothing out there at all. And it's not gonna adjust. What you see, that's it. Right? You hear that? Listen. Dogs and crickets. The life. All right, let me turn this down. So, hey, blessings to y'all. I hope y'all have what I said, marvelous fourth quarter, and you get all the blessings and all that good stuff you want. That you learn, you put the practice, the stuff that you wanted to do for 2021 into 2022. Whether that be, hey, you finally understood that Bitcoin stuff, and if you did, and you kind of making $2 or $3 off of it, hit your boy up because I don't know. Woo, it is dark out here. Hit your boy up because I don't know Nathaniel and I ain't bring no flashlight. So I'm going to have to cut this off because I can't see. See those lights over there? That's what I'm trying to get to. So I got a little ways to go. So let me lock up here. And I probably should make sure I got the key before I do that. And I don't have it on me. All right. Peace out. Talk to y'all later.